All right, welcome back to our Make Money Online series. Look, if you're tired of just thinking about earning money online and you're finally ready to start doing it, you've landed in the perfect spot. Let's just dive right in.
Okay, so I'm going to kick things off with something that might sound a little out there. You literally don't need a single dollar to get started with an online side hustle.
But, and this is the big but, what you absolutely do need is the right strategy. And that's exactly what we're going to give you right now. We're going to break down the simple ways beginners, just like you, are building their very first income streams online.
So if you caught part one of this series, you've already laid the groundwork. You know the mindset, you're ready to go from zero. But now comes the big question, right? What do you actually do?
And that's what this is all about. We're going to dig into the best side hustles that are actually simple, totally realistic, and are perfect for anyone who's just starting out.
All right, let's kick it off with the absolute fastest way to get some cash in your pocket, and that's by trading the skills you already have for money. This whole idea is called freelancing. And hey, don't let that word intimidate you. It's really just a fancy term for a super simple exchange. You've got a skill, someone else needs that skill, and they pay you for it. It's really that simple. And you know what the best part is? You do not have to be some world-class expert to get started. Just think about it for a second. Can you write a simple email? Yeah? Then you can probably write a simple blog post. Can you spot grammar mistakes? You can do basic editing. Can you post on Instagram? You can manage social media for a small business. These are all real, valuable services people will happily pay you for.
So listen, this is really important. When you're just starting out, your clients aren't expecting perfection. They're not looking for the #1 expert in the world. They're looking for someone who shows up, who's reliable, and who just gets the job done. That is your secret weapon as a beginner: reliability.
Okay, so that's all about trading your time directly for money. But now, let's shift gears and talk about a completely different angle: creating digital assets. Now, this is a game changer because it's where you build something one time and that one thing can keep selling for you over and over and over again.
And this slide right here shows the difference perfectly. On one hand, you have active work, like freelancing. You trade your hours for dollars. If you stop working, guess what? The money stops. But on the other hand, you have asset creation. You do the work up front, and that asset can literally earn you money while you're sleeping. It's a totally different mindset.
And again, just like with freelancing, the key is to start simple. You don't need to create some massive complicated course. Think smaller. Could you create a simple checklist, a short guide on something you know about? What about a basic budget spreadsheet or some templates for social media? Your goal here isn't to change the world. It's just to solve one tiny specific problem for someone.
You know, another super powerful type of digital asset is content. Just creating content. Things like YouTube videos or a blog. Now, full disclosure, this is a long-term play. It's not a get-rich-quick thing. But it is one of the single best ways to build an audience, build trust, and eventually open up all kinds of different income streams down the line.
So let's put it all side by side in this little showdown. If you need money like right now, freelancing is your go-to. The startup time is super low, the income potential is solid. Now, if you've got a bit more time to invest up front for a bigger payoff later, digital products are a fantastic option. And if you're really in it for the long haul, aiming for that very high income potential, well, that's content creation. So just take a look at this. Be honest with yourself. Which one of these actually fits your life right here, right now?
Okay, last but not least, this final category is for anyone out there who's thinking, man, this all sounds great, but I just need to see something work. It's for anyone who just wants to get that first win, to build some momentum, and to prove to yourself that making money online is actually real.
And this is where we talk about microtasks. And let me be super clear about this. Doing these little online tasks will not make you rich. It's not going to happen. But that's not the point. The point is to build momentum. Earning your very first dollar online, even if it's just $1, is a huge deal. It shatters that mental barrier that tells you it's impossible. It gives you the confidence to level up to the bigger stuff. All right, before we get into the step-by-step action plan, we need to pause for a second. We've got to have some real talk. And I'm not kidding, this might be the most important part of this entire discussion.
Here's the honest-to-goodness truth. None of this stuff is instant. Not a single method we've talked about. They all take time, they all take real effort, and maybe most important of all, they take consistency.
Look, if anyone on the internet ever promises you instant results or guaranteed money, just run. They're not being straight with you. But here's a promise I can make you. If you bring real focus and you commit to just getting a tiny bit better every single day, you will see progress. That's a guarantee.
So, with that dose of reality setting in, let's get down to business. Let's turn all this information into an actual plan. Because the point of this isn't for you to just watch another video. The point is for you to actually do something.
Here it is, your super simple 3-step action plan. Step 1, pick just one method. Don't get overwhelmed and try to do everything at once. Step 2, start small, like ridiculously small. And step 3, the most important one, take action today. Not tomorrow, not when I feel like it, today.
And to make it even easier, here's your beginner's checklist. This is what you do the second this is over. First, choose one of those hustles. Second, spend just 30 minutes, that's it, researching it today. Third, take the absolute first, tiniest step to set it up. And finally, make a promise to yourself right now. Commit to being consistent, not perfect. That, right there, is how you begin. Okay, so now you know exactly what your options are and how to get started. But what's the next step? Well, it's getting that first real win on the board, right? So in the very next part of this series, we're going to break down the exact step-by-step game plan to make your first $100 online. You are not going to want to miss that, so make sure you're subscribed.